Namaste. My name is Karthik Krishnan B. I am the principal of Surana Independent PU College located at Pina. This video goes out to all the children who wrote your 10th standard examinations. My heart especially goes to all the SSLC students who wrote the exam after such a long break. I know you had a lot of challenges during the lockdown phase, whether to study, whether not to study. And if I have to study, which subject do I give priority, and all the other problems that were associated with the coronavirus. But in spite of that, you just hanged along and ensured that you wrote the examinations, and of course you'll come out successful. Now that you have written the SSLC examinations, and that's the same case with everybody else, the ones in CBSC or ICSC or NEOS, the first question that comes to your mind is what after 10th standard? I know most of you would have already figured out by now what is it that you want to take in your PUC, or whether you would like to continue in your 11th, what is it that you would like to take. But what's important that you need to understand the fact that your first job depends upon the course that you would take in your PUC. This is a very, very surprising fact for many. You still think that a job is quite far away. Why do I need to think about a job right now? But the fact remains that which course you choose after your 10th standard really determines the kind of jobs that you will land up in after you finish your graduation. You will get two such stages in your life. The first stage is after your 10th standard. So till 10th standard, probably you don't have much choice about what are the subjects that you would want to study. But post 10th standard, you have a choice of either going into arts or commerce or science. You will get a similar choice after your second PUC as well, whether to get into arts, science or commerce, depending upon the course that you have opted for in your PUC. And depending upon what stream you have chosen, either arts or commerce or science, post your graduation, you will land up in your first job based on the course that you have chosen. Which means you are at a very, very critical juncture. You are at a very important stage of your life where you will be choosing what is the course that I would take up in the future, which will determine my first job. Now, most of the students that I have seen in the past, that I've seen right now, take very, very uninformed choices. They choose a course based on, hey, my friend is joining this course, I also would like to join. My parent is forcing me to take up science, so I want to take up science. They don't look at what is their interest, where does their interest lie, and what is their aptitude, what should be the required aptitude and skill sets for somebody to do well in that particular course. This becomes a very important decision. To help you in this journey, we would be organizing a series of sessions on what after 10th standard. What are the courses you can choose? Similarly, we can do sessions for PUC as well, post PUC. What are the various career options that you can look forward to? But primarily, we would be focusing on 10th standard because that's the first stage, first step where you have a chance to make a choice. I have a questionnaire that is there as a part of the description in this video. I want you to fill this Google form questionnaire. This form will help you and help me in understanding what is your awareness regarding the various options that are around, the various courses, various careers that are around that you can think of to be your first job. You can also be honest in saying that if you do not know what's happening, if you're not aware, you need help, you can definitely mark the relevant option there as well. Kindly take it as a priority because you don't get a lot of time to really pick and choose on the career choice based on what course you take right now. I'll be waiting to help you in this regard to make a very conscious choice because at the end of the day, I want you 5 years later, or 8 years later, 10 years later, to be living the life that you love. And the only way in which you will do that is when you start working in a place, when you take up a career in which your mind, heart, and spirit is completely involved. That will only happen when the career is by choice and not by chance. So go ahead, fill the Google Forms questionnaire. Based on your responses, I'll be waiting for the next steps. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you so much. Namaste.